is so important to prevent epidemics because they make huge numbers of people suffer and possibly even die. One epidemic that we're facing today is COVID-19. Another is bullying. We're being much smarter about the COVID-19 epidemic than we are about the bullying epidemic. And what do I mean by being smarter? Smart people ask questions. They don't just take things at face value because the people, the authorities told them to. Practically from the moment that we began fighting COVID-19 with what I call the orthodox approach, coming out of the World Health Organization and the CDC's Centers for Disease Control of the world, smart people have been questioning whether what we're doing about it is the right thing. And very smart people have asked whether the cure is actually worse than the disease. Now, it could be that the people who question the orthodox approach are wrong. Now, maybe the orthodox approach is correct, maybe it is the best. But you have to realize that not that research has proven that what the WHO and CDCs are telling us to do have been proven to be the best way to deal with it. They're opinions, professional, informed opinions, better opinions than the person on the street, but they're still opinions. And other smart people have differing opinions. And hopefully we find out the truth. The bullying epidemic is as old as human life. But we've been fighting the bullying epidemic for 21 years. Not 9 months or 6 months like with COVID, but 21 years. Things aren't getting better. It's continued to be called an epidemic. The suicide rate of victims of bullying has been skyrocketing during the very period that we've been fighting the bullying epidemic. But where are the people and the experts asking what might be wrong with it? You won't find them. You'll find 3. In 21 years, only 3 serious questioners. Why? The reason is very simple. In COVID-19, everybody is suffering because of the orthodox instructions we've been given. We have to keep our children home and school them at home, which is hard for the kids and the parents. Many of us lose our jobs. Some of us lose our businesses. We can't have family gatherings. The older people have to be isolated from their extended families to protect them. We're wearing masks, which is uncomfortable, and some scientists even believe that the mask can be causing more harm than good. So when people suffer, then they start asking, well, maybe what we're doing isn't right because people don't want to suffer. However, when it comes to fighting the bullying epidemic, who's suffering? Most people think that the war against bullying is a wonderful thing. It sounds good. What, you're not against bullying? You're for bullying? So everybody is in favor of the orthodox approach to bullying, and especially the bullying researchers who all promote it. They make a living from it. But who's suffering? The people who suffer the most because of the orthodox anti-bullying policies aren't capable of thinking about what's wrong with it. These are the kids who are suffering. They don't know why it's happening to them, but they're being told that if they're bullied, they have to tell the school, and it's the school's job to solve the problem. Well, sometimes they tell the school, and the school actually succeeds in solving the problem. Sometimes they do, especially in very mild cases. But if the school doesn't make it better, it's going to make it worse. Because now the kid has gotten other kids in trouble. He's also being known as a snitch. Everybody's become meaner to him. And the more he complains, the worse it gets. And then he might despair by taking his life because he doesn't know what to do anymore. These kids are not capable of questioning what's wrong with the orthodox approach to bullying. Their parents also suffer terribly, but they're not in a position to question what's going on. They think it's right. The school staff suffers a bit because they have to put more time and energy in dealing with bullying, and if they get sued, then they really hate it, but they don't suffer all that much. And even if they do have to pay a lawsuit, it comes from taxpayer money, not from their own pockets. So who's suffering from what we're doing about bullying? Only the victims of bullying. It's about time we took the bullying epidemic as seriously as the COVID-19 epidemic, because kids are dying and far more kids are suffering terribly emotionally. So let's start questioning the Orthodox approach and become willing to look at things that are radically different. Thank you.